So we're not going to tell you or really.
Okay, we are back with popular demand with your girl Lerato Mahlaela and Tugela,
Lekhwati. Yeah,
and Mukoni.
Yeah.
Mukoni wa bakoni.
Mukoni wa Nchidikgolo.
Yeah.
Wabona what you say. Mukoni wa bukoni.
Wa Nchidikgolo. Khanye wa Nchidikgolo tsena kae?
Awu wa bukoni fela.
What's I've been trying to teach people. Mukoni ki Sepedi. Mukoni comes from Mungoni, from Munguni.
Oh.
Munguni ki Mukoni. It's just that bajeri Munguni ba ipedi fatsha. Bar Mukoni.
So wa Nchidikgolo yona tsena kae?
Ki yona e ba rile go fitla mapedi. Ba bo Mukoni ba bo Munguni ba fa di directive.
Oh.
Ba ikushisha. Ba fetsa ba reteletša. Ba re o ke Munguni wa Nchidikgolo. And then nna re ke le jwalo motho gore ke Mokoni a se nna tlou go le gore Monguni o representa Matebele, Maxhosa, Maswati le Mazulu ke the Ngunis.
Okay.
Yes, ke Mngoni, Mokoni wa Bokoni ra go ra gore the North Limpopo.
Baske ba magala re share microphone akere no bontsha gore we need a sponsor.
Yeah, ra sokola ke re la re bona. You know, you saying we are wearing a good what?
Or we are a good what demand. Maloba ne?
Kana batho gele ba di ba di ntwe shapo le ba di ba raking.
A good pair.
Another one.
Not a team, man.
A good duo.
What I remember is that they said we are compelled.
No, it's English, I understand.
Yeah, English is on Facebook, so I'm trying to recall. Someone said we are compelled, we are a great team actually. We work together well.
Yeah.
So usually this is our microphone, this is mine. I had to borrow it to her because she's our special guest. And a special guest is Kasi Bulili share mic. So I had to share with my colleague here. So guys, you see, at least it's among all the sponsoring.
Please, man, that's sponsoring, guys.
Even if it's just like
one fail.
Marking RODE, road.
Yeah, road. RODE.
Yeah, road.
Yeah. Mix our sound. Because you can see that we operating our sound from the camera, straight from the camera.
So please, guys.
Arna mix, man. Mix our now. The Mlira itarzama leona ne?
Well, yeah, we will look into it and then ratalezama. I'm not saying kitlolezama. I'm saying we are going to look into it.
No, but looking, it's promising.
Yeah, it's promising.
Looking is promising.
No, looking into it. It means
yes, that look.
Yeah.
You see, once you look at something, you've got that that belief that thing I can have.
I get on a logo for Ferrer cherry. I get on your Larsa Ferrer. Go over our Narasa Ferrer and Alaba side on your lager. I get over Ferrer cherry. Ergesawat Nagana. No even trailer Tepo here or Oikoba Wago.
But basically, like Motogeri is out the Nagana. I'm basically not interested.
Rena Banaguela.
Yeah, these days, Marakana Coachella.
Never chab, what's all why? It over cheap, Rakanu Dumela on the spot.
Hi, imagine Mukoni at a mile when I say lot the Nagan. I will never.
What's the Nagan when I fit a lip you?
When I was at the Nagan. What is the use of
Kuriangwa? Salagar ke mo ferre ke sa
wena ka re ke galo
khale ke ganiwa khale ke ferre ya ke dumela go gani wa re so tsene mo yo khale ke ferre
go rena ga e gotle mo matsena ona ferre
yeah
I'm sure ba malatani go le bo building
fly azanga ka fitla mo le ke ferre ya mona o re mfema ba bere sala ba nyana ke
mfe ya mini reasons
yeah give me 10 reasons why on rad
mabaka mathe
Bra, I had to sweat pele gore ke mo convince be wa ka.
Mara go dumela.
Andumela. Ke mo file mabaka ma 10 yena.
Sure. I wonder o rile.
O jering we ke bushele ditja ke re sale ke no ba mothonyana go rata segwanyana so le lo ra ke se
Mara bo se rata.
Yeah, be ke se rata. Le lengwe le ntse ke le bolela ka Sepedi le lengwe ke le bolela ka Sekgowa. Wa bona ke nore le re ke eng ke tautology le re ke
yeah
ke a busheletša yena ke ra ngwana batho no ra Who one rat ebile o mpolelela ka
That guy
sekgolo.
looks like Thabo Bester, guys.
Which one? Where is he?
There. Come on.
wena o tlo re tshwetsa mo podcasteng o nyaka re chabe re le mo.
So yeah, man, we back from the ad break.
All right, but together.
Yeah.
Together.
Ke Tukela.
Tja re tumisang ke tja bana.
Ja tumisa ke nagana ba re ke nna tumisa wa mokhalabe.
Imagine an Uncle Tumisa.
Uncle Tumisa. Yeah.
Thabo.
Ke nna Uncle Tukela.
Thabo.
Wa tsara moghalabo ke theletšeng ka ena nna ke re wa tsara ke preacher nto e tefela moghalabo ke theletšeng ka ena Tukela e be le ngaka e thupya ko re na sa bone ka ditaola o ba bona ka lefatla
le tlhatswa ke
And I direct.
fatlela ga le tlhatswa ke
a ke tso le tlhatso
ke mesi a ke re belwa
Get out,
mesi
I get it. Dingaka tse di chupa ke bana ba gore aba berekise ditaola.
Aba berekise
They can
ditaola.
just look at you.
ya
and
wa go botsa
ba go
lerato
pheko.
tlhokomela kua pele o yang
o connecta le spiritual soul sa gago
ntho e ke e ratang ka ena Tukela o bana le basadi ba babedi
ema pele o rata
Ai,
mara se ke ka bolela ka gore wa tswa go nyalana ko nngwe sentse o lebelele dikgato tsa gago before o bolele
o te nagane
le ge o ka re o robe ke te polelela
Yeah.
o ya
Oh,
meeting
shit. mara ke re Tukela
but ge le re Tukela o ba tsere basadi ba babedi and wena o abetse Tukela remember Tukela gore go tla Tukela after Tukela go tlile mang ba re enwa ke
Yeah.
batswadi ba gago
Yeah.
batswadi ba gago o tla mang wa tla wena
Yeah.
spiritually if you can check the evolution there's part of Tukela that is within you
Yeah.
I get maybe below can about 80% of his genes who knows so whatever that he did maybe he wants you to accomplish even more hello re tsere two re ba ka khotsofala ke tlhokofetse ke Tukela be ka nyaka 3
Yeah.
ebile go so bolela thuso wa ra le hoka ene o nyaka 3
Hey.
ge le gore malekgwati o tla dumela ao
ge le gore badimo ba gabo magolokgwati ba tlhakantšhitšwe ba tsere ba dumelang le bagalekgwati ba ka se be le bothata mara ba gopola ntse le ka go botsanela go tlhabisa go tlhakantšha meleko mebedi
Yeah.
ka re go ngwa di diegino ba taba tša dikereke fela o ka kgwetša gore badimo ba ka kua a swantse ba dumela tše di diwang ka lekgwati mara re ka se itsene kudu a re tswele pele ka kwa
a re
Makgophong.
tswele pele ka mo Makgophong kana be re sa le ka be re bolela ka taba ya be re sa bolele ke ausi lerato e le gore na a tsene mo tabeng e ya ga ke ra re nyaka go tshwara ke
ausi
mapodisa
lerato ba re tlhalosetša gore ke ka lebaka la eng a tlosa ba gona mo tumelong ya sekeresete
jale ausi lerato ka baka la gore no o tswile you out of the system ya kereke how do you pray now o khunama bošego
o
how
rapela
do you pray o
jwang
rapela jwang o rapela mang o reng
I pray to God and my ancestors. So as I said that I believe in my ancestors more because it's those people that I actually feel like I have a connection with them. Ngas twas, liska wara, again twas again all that. I just believe that when I call my maternal side and my paternal side and say, guys, can you guide me through certain things? It's those people that I feel connection with. So I still pray the God, the very same God. I pray him for free. I just wake up in my place and then I pray that God for free. I have my times, this time it's my me time and my God's time because we still need to pray him as he's the one that gave life to us. So he needs to still give us strength and protection without paying.
It takes me back to we've got the Islam God, we've got the
Hindu God.
We've got the European God, which the European God is the one that we as African are using. God is it's
Okay,
Latin,
let me
it's-
come in on
so-
that one. It's not a European God. It's Jesus that you're speaking about. Ne? We have a Buddha.
Yeah.
Ne? We have the Muslim, whoever, Allah and all that. Ne? But the thing is that there is God and then there is other gods. Ke ba ba bitsa gore ka Sepedi, re ba bitsa gore ke
Ke a tsena
medingwana.
moya.
Right. So ka Sepedi re ba bitsa gore ke medingwana. Ne? Bona batho ba le ba it's same batho ba ba rapelang bona it's same as our ancestors. There is
Sure.
God, there is ancestors in the same level of ancestors. Kibo Allah, the Buddhas, the whoever gods that they pray to. So it's their way of connecting to their God.
Sure.
We don't judge them. It's fine if they believe in that. But it's one God that gave life and take life. right? All of us, we use whoever we believe in to communicate with the God that gave life and then take life.
Right. I didn't want to grill and eat. You know, when you do a grill, it's very nice and then you eat. But hey, you see, this topic of Christianity is a problem.
Guys, it's long.
Tell me. I wanted to ask you, what do you think about Jesus?
Well, I think that Jesus is someone created for us to believe in. But I think Jesus is someone that looks like us. That one they wanted to instill. And we are not even sure that Jesus looks like a white person. It was just created in the form of a white person. I don't even believe in the guy because...
Do you think Jesus existed?
No. It's a myth. Like it's a fairy tale story.
I had a last question.
Yeah.
I had a last question.
No, I wanted to.
No. I get it.
I wanted to get on this boat again.
God.
Yeah.
Because she's our guest.
Okay, sure.
I was talking about God.
Sepedi seros kan tlhako la ke
Yes,
sanya.
ke re rena.
Ke sepedi a ka rogana mara ke.
Now ska berekisha ntho because ke berekisha ntho. Guest rena betlonga ala rawa. Well, ke ena ga po utseni monna mara ka re ke guest. Ka re ke khomole re ke bushetse.
Yeah.
Ka re ga fetsa ka
O depile.
ke debile so. Bona depo. O ka spala ke guest depo no pala go
O
depo.
depile bo sepa.
Yes. You know when I spoke about monotheism, different gods with different names.
Sure.
How do we rename?
You spoke about that on our previous episode.
How do we rename our African god? Other religions, other countries, other states, whatever you call them, they've got the way that they label their god, right? With us, they only brought exactly what they already labeled from where they are coming from.
Yes.
So with us as African, how do we label our god? Who's an African god? How do we label our African god? Maybe you've got a view. Maybe you can share with us. How do we label our African god?
No, the African god is its ancestors. That's how we label them. Vadimu limudimu. When a person apasha or a moto arapela, revicha mudimu le vadimu. So our African god is our ancestors from the beginning to when.
Kana ga re bolela ka di ancestors askis.
Yes.
Ke load shedding gape na. Ge re bolela ka di ancestors. Re bolela ka kokoa gola bo re botsa ka ena ge re thoma episode e gore o ithobaletse bo bogolo boroko. Re bolela ka motho le re wa motseba o go godishitse.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Re bolela ka re bolela ka Jesus.
We are speaking about a white guy with long hair and some wrap around. So when we're speaking about ancestors, it's actually someone in your bloodline that needs to come back spiritually and protect you. That's the ancestors that we're talking about. So if someone really comes from your bloodline, they really come and protect you spiritually. So the spirit of a person comes back and protect the generation of the family.
Sure.
Those are the ancestors that we're speaking about. So we have different kind of ancestors. Yes, it can be my grandmother who raised me because they know the visions that I have and all that. They are the ones that open blessings for me. They are the ones that give those gifts and all that. It's a bloodline. I want to as Africans. That's why always and stuff like that. You always connect with ancestors. The sad part is that even in church, you will need to connect with your ancestors.
How so?
Well, the church that I used to go to, they believe in ancestors indirectly so. Because when they pray, still, you don't only call God. So the same people and stuff like that in other churches. Yeah.
So your grandma, basically your grandma, Kilitimon.
They say that, but for me, it's
translation Christianity. Opposite of an angel.
It's a
demon. And a demon is what is against angels.
Yes.
Which it's what they are saying or give ancestors.
So
our ancestors.
So angels. So
80% genia yeah together. But half of 80% of you is demonic.
Demonic.
But
But the sad part is that why is this angels, the Jesus and all that comes in a form of a white person? Why don't we have black representation in this Christianity?
Exactly. You remember when I told you we don't have the African Renaissance scripts that are written down in black and white that explains about Africanism.
Yes.
There's nothing that we can read or give our children to read. But there's monotheism Bibles that these kids are being taught from the, what do you call this in crèche?
Yeah.
Bible study.
Yeah, this Bible study from
Sunday school.
Sunday school. They get taught that. But there's no any document that represents Africanism, whereby these kids are taught what is Africanism, what is Africa, who is African, why are you black, what you should do as a black person. We do not have those things.
Yeah,
we are taught
that's why.
there's Abraham. I even ask you, who's Abraham? Also, if we can find
in the Bible. But look at it as
assignment busy guy.
There is no difference between the Bible and the book it's the same thing. It's a story that was written by a person to make Africans believe in whatever. Guys, you need to understand that some people, when they come into people's territories, they create a system that is going to micromanage them and capture them. So you take people out using the system.
Divide and conquer.
Yes. So it's not only the Christianity system. There are a lot of systems that we created, especially in the Africa, so that the Africans, they can do away with whatever they believe in and whatever they have, and then use the system, believing that the system are the right things to follow, which are not. That's why we still have a high level of poverty in Africa. That's why we still have a high level of hatred. People, I mean, to be specific, because we were separated and put in a system that make you believe that as long as these people are saying this, then this is correct. We need to do away with those systems. We need to save ourselves and the children from those systems so that we become the Africa that we want.
Relationship, sorry to divert.
Which was the current one?
With God?
The current one. No, with your boyfriend.
Your personal relationship.
Your personal
you mean
relationship
the Mjolo
with your
relationship?
personal person.
Or you are in a civil relationship, or you are in an open relationship. You know.
Well,
these white people brought so many things that
situationships and stuff like that.
So which one?
I am not in a situationship. Luckily, for the first time. No, it's not actually the first time. I did have a Longanyana relationship, but it collapsed. But out of everything I have achieved in 2023, I achieved Mjolo.
And she's been singing that since we got here.
But do you mind?
How long was the ever relationship that you have ever had? How long was it?
The longest relationship I had, I think it was 5 years.
And then
It's few months. 2023,
okay, but she has to beat the 5 years at least.
No, I am going to beat the 5 years because baby he is just everything.
I get more honeymoon facing.
We are not well, as much as it's a honeymoon phase. He is we la bona go gola ne. When I was still growing up, Bashimane baba right, baba dese man. Nekichaza ke lo just snacks. So now I went for a man who know how to love. Like, darling, he has to. I can't go for a yellow bone.
The
darker the berry.
The sweeter the juice.
Mara is not dark like you.
Okay, guys, which mineral is black and expensive?
We don't know.
Coal.
It's cold.
Coal is not expensive.
It's charcoal.
Okay, which mineral? Tell me which mineral is black and is expensive. Iron.
Before the minerals. From Tubagan to tertiary. Where did you study?
I studied at
what did you study?
Okay, I studied at UNISA and I did business informatics. Business informatics is basically information system in a technology world. So information system, it's basically data analysis and business analysis combined with human computer interaction and then the accounting side of it. The accounting and business management is just to assist you to understand the business world, but the specification is on the information system. BCom, which is Bachelor of Commerce in Business Informatics, which simplifying it is information systems.
So how does it differ from the FIS, the financial information system?
Well, it deals mainly with the analytics of the business and the data.
This one deals with the
accounting
system.
side, yes, and finance system. Yes.
No, it makes sense. Makes sense. You see,
it's big English, I understand. So I got felela phone.
That's why you would understand that, because you know get your
and ujoji kureng
urile kureng e phala ke molapo mare nna shifa nna re batho ba mo gopora kwana wena ga molapo o selo. No, you know why I'm saying that? It was on the same stream with us, but now I was just doing accountancy. So we had FIS that we had a group that we were sharing classes together, but they were doing the FIS. But on the accounting streams, we were sharing same classes with them. So I was like, but these guys, they work with computers. Why are they in our class? They were like, no, they work with computers, but they put accountancy in the system.
In it, yes. I get you need to also understand the business world and the finance side of
the ledger, we write
because
it,
the data. When you do a data
analysis, it data or data?
It's
depends on how you
data. But because Kitwa Makgophong get data, but it's data, my darling. So
okay, Mara, again, guys, it's all about pronunciation. Pronounce for me database. Is it database or a database?
It's a database.
No, it can be database.
It's database.
It's database.
Yeah, it's database.
So let's cut the base.
I also did my honors. So my honors part was cybersecurity. Cybersecurity.
Okay.
So cybersecurity, obviously, it's the security in the cyberspace. I go along with donkey beers. Security. I'm a cyber.
Like you prevent people from stealing my money.
Yes, from hacking. So the nice part is that I am towards qualifying as an authorized hacker. Right.
But not those ones.
No, not those ones. I'm the protection side of things.
Oh, okay.
Because I did that. I'm going to be working more with data and the business analysis side of things. It's a lot of information, so I need to understand how to protect it from this people.
You are the condom side of things.
I am the condom side, and not just the condom, not just the banana flavor and all that. I'm a Durex.
Even Durex.
The feather.
But we see. Feather what?
Something. Maybe because I telling you.
The first this people, maybe this is the first week, and they're like, baby.
In Charash way kind of things.
But that's good, because now with the involvement technology, everything is fragile on the system.
Yeah, it is.
You'll get a link now and get apps. Understand?
Honey, it's not.
Or no, apps. They know they can hack you and see your apps or airtime. But with the airtime that you've been buying for the past week, you've won 250 rands of worth of airtime. Here's a link to claim it. Obviously, me being me, I'll just go to the link. And once you press that link, to their system, automatically they access
it
everything.
Goes to,
then that's where they come in, guys. This is how you prevent this kind of things. If it's ABSA but does not have this what, then it means it's not ABSA.
Are you going to be protecting the companies, big corporate companies, or not personally?
I am going to be doing both because now the reason I studied the cybersecurity is because of what is happening on the cyberspace.
Sure.
Right. People, especially individuals, at least companies, they have capacity to then protect themselves. But the individuals get scammed a lot on the cyberspace. So because I run a educational company, what's going to happen is that it will be more of educating people on how to protect themselves, because cybersecurity is expensive, my friend. If I say, as an individual, come, let me protect you, I'm going to be expensive. But it will be a skill transfer to you to say, come attend this, and then this is how you can protect yourself. Simple things starting from social media to say, this is how you can spot this and that. A lot is happening on a cyberspace, and the thing is, we are going to the cyberspace. We are going to be forced in the next few years to say, if you are not on the cyberspace, and there's a lot of things that you can access. So that's why I said, you know what, I'm smart. I need to do more than that. And I push having an educational technology company, you work with a lot of information of learners and schools. So how do I then protect them? So that's why I was said, let me do cybersecurity. So my path, when I went to my honors, I took the cybersecurity path, which I'm going to be complete. It's just studies.
Don't worry.
Hey.
We are. What I like about this generation, we don't just talk. You are studying. I am studying.
Yeah.
She's studying.
She's studying. Yeah.
And guys, this is my next month is my last month for my last year.
Oh, is it?
On my second course.
Is it?
You are
Before
graduating.
before that third course. No, I have to, but I have to pass my exams.
You have to
next
pass
month.
them. You have to pass
O ka re o
them.
chaba microphone.
How? Squat chaba microphone. Can never bullet.
Mara Lerado, ne? Tell me something, ne? Hey, this episode is going to be very long, eh?
That's fine. We can have another ad break.
Yeah.
And then come back. It's fine.
Coming from Dubai, do you know the cyber security knows the
I didn't know them. I actually, when I was in Dubai, I didn't know actually. My mom wanted me to be a doctor because my late dad wanted me to be a doctor. I don't know why he wanted me to be a doctor.
His soul rest in peace.
Yeah, when he died, I was like 3. How do you determine? But I understood. I set my mom down. Even today, my mom doesn't understand my qualification. My younger sister did teaching.
Okay.
So you could see the light on my mom's face. I was like, so I like teaching. Why understand again?
Yeah.
But when it comes to my side.
What teaching? Lower cyber security. What teaching?
I understand. So she even went to I can see that you don't understand.
Yeah.
When I graduated, actually, I was an SRC member go UNISA. So we have this.
Let's go to an ad break.
So
So yeah, I got to know getting at the airtime. Getting at the airtime. Upulo getting at the airtime. Take a motor again.
And she don't understand that I work from home. Because for like 2 weeks. For like 2 weeks. When I uto dira ka nchelete. Uto patala ka ngolela, I'm like, darling, I'm making money. But what I like about her is that she has been part of my support system in everything.
Mara ga banya ka go tsentse time ba bitsa wena mara ga ile mpa ba bona e sana le 2 minutes o imile let's go to an ad break. We'll come back.
Welcome to Mlira Technologies, a place where innovation meets education, where we're not just keeping pace with the digital revolution, we're leading it. We believe in a future where learning is not confined to the 4 walls of a classroom, where students don't just learn about technology, they create it. We are a dynamic technology company dedicated to revolutionizing education and fostering personal growth through our innovative solutions, immersive educational excursions, impactful events, and comprehensive training programs. We believe in harnessing the power of technology and real-world experiences to transform learning and nurture individual development in the modern world. Don't just dream of a better tomorrow, create it. Visit our website www.damlira.co.za. or send us a mail on info@damlira.co.za for more information and how you can join us.
Detoxification of happiness. We want to know where we are coming from as Africans so that we revive Africanism. We must stop this thing of African plagiarism. These Westerners, they plagiarized what we do in Africa and made it Western. Hence I'm saying when there's a banana, we must know where this banana is coming from, which is a tree. And when there's a tree,
there's a root.
When there's a root,
there's a seed.
In that way,
welcome back from the ad break. Because right,
welcome back from
from the ad break.
It's not bad. As long as it's not bad. It's not bad.
But it's like a career-wise.
Yes.
Right. That's why idea about redirang.
Yeah.
On our first episode, I wanted to go into radio. I understand, but I was denied that opportunity.
Yeah.
I understand. I got mabaka mangwe or why never gonna get into radio or give a producer or maybe a DJ someday. No, I'm being honest.
Okay.
I understand. I can train to give a no, mom, dad, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I understand. And but no. Uto no beala. How can I DJ uto no beala? Because closer than a Greg.
Where it away?
Sound engineering.
When I got Sabata Nereke, when I was
you understand? When I was go the same church that I'm going to. Ne? Because I'm not bashing the church.
Yeah.
Go the same church that I'm going to. Go talk about the sound engineer. Sound. We play
sound.
Yeah, we play sound. We play guitars. We play keyboards. Go talk about the sound engineer. You understand?
Yeah.
But sorry, but na never very the club. Get locha go jualem fail. Abana kano ro area kwa lo kona ro
ntwela. It's
beyond that. You understand? So ke paleji go dira loji dingwe je ausola ka mtswantsa mara that's fine.
Also this guy, they really go mobile podcasting. Really busy. The interview was so hot. But it's fine, continue.
I don't love women. Mugoni?
You don't love?
I don't love women. I appreciate women. I only love my wife.
So when you marry the second one, what's going to happen?
I'm not gonna marry the second one.
So,
Amen.
Please repeat that.
I'm not gonna marry the second one.
So what is on this like
I'll get when I feel like it.
This is a confirmation.
No, it's a confirmation.
Please record this just this small clip and put it in the safe. That's what he said.
No, it's a confirmation.
I am here.
Sabasadi.
Asibali.
Basadi when I can tell it.
Of course, my darling.
Artsebetsa tomorrow tsa go lkhwati. What if umfeka? Ga sepela. Are mahumo a be sentse tle go nna ka ra sa fitla. Ke a fa morwa. Tukelele na kua le ngona ra batla ka ntšhe wa mabedi. Na re no makala go tsoga. Bar no coffee santeng.
For as long as ke sana le 9 to 5. The
situation has changed. Now you are giving people jobs at 9 to 5. You are giving people jobs. 9 to 5 under you. Never say never when. Let's continue. Because culture just tape.
Yeah, it is.
Tape. How many wives does your dad has?
3.
And in Garlenyala until 7.
No. We're not talking about church.
The number.
Yeah, we're not talking about church. From the family, you understand? Yeah.
I would say familiar. Yeah, polygon. You understand? Irrespective of church. Then we are in a family of polygamy.
How
From
many
my
wives does your father have? Your father?
My father has 5 wives.
Would you guys accept polyandry?
Oh, no.
No.
You know why?
Why?
You know why? Now my only reason that I cannot accept polyandry, I do not have to do DNA to prove whose child it is. I can't do that. I'm married to you and I still have to go and do a DNA to prove whose child it is.
Who said if you are
If you can help us, I give me some sort of
Yeah.
I want to DNA.
okay, fine. Ne?
But
No.
ke na le tukela re tsamayre tukela ro check ra a botse kwa mang.
Kwa mang, eh.
Re tshwarane ka matsogo mo.
So why bona this thing already
No,
is
but
pushing it.
you can wait for the child to come again.
I think what's why ne what I think ne gore polyandry it can work on those guys that are unfertile. You see those guys that are unfertile, it can work on them because automatically they know that I can't bear kids.
But polyandry is it African?
No, it's Western.
It's Western.
Thank you. Re bolela as Africa le khona. A re boela mo tabeng ya.
Hi,
After
okay.
matriculating.
Konje, before we continue, who are we forging or forcing to be part of our sponsorship right now?
It's Simba.
It's Simba.
Who?
Simba.
Say who?
Simba.
Who?
Simba.
Simba. And this is delicious, eh? This
Ah,
is
very.
You know, when I bought this for the first time, I was like, maybe this is hot, but it's nice.
this is very nice.
Barengana rolls with flavor.
But here,
Raw
it's
with flavor.
Raw with
flavor.
flavor.
Yeah.
This is Simba
Why not
and
just look
KFC. So this
Raw
is
with-
partnership. There is KFC.
Yes. Yeah.
As a blip.
Raw with flavor.
As we move on.
So from high school, from Tubage 2008. Olibile ko kae, where did you go?
I actually landed in Alexandra first.
Okay. No, I get to understand what happened before you. Yeah.
So I landed in Alexandra. When I got to Alexandra, it didn't work for me. And then I went and stayed with my mom in Tembisa.
Ntsoro ko Alex ntlo engwe mo.
Ah, ona ntlo ke ntlo tse one di ba di share. Ke ntlo
Ke
ya
ra
ba
go.
share.
Ka mo ka ba tsholola metsi.
Wa
Ba
ba-
tsholola metsi ka mo. Ba tshololela mo monyako.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I landed in Alexandra, and then from there I stayed in Alexandra. I think for the whole 2009, and then ka 2010 I went and stayed with my mom in Tembisa.
Okay.
So when I stayed with my mom in Tembisa ka 2010, she was like, "Mogeli, khanti, it's in plan yako. What is your plan actually? Because you can't just be an adult kamaragwa magana in my house and you don't have a plan." I was like, okay, I want to study. She was like, oh, you're going to be a doctor. I'm like, darling, I'm not. I'm actually going to take a different route. I want to take technology, but I don't know what in technology. Fine, okay, go look for a job. I worked at Sasco.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked at Sasco.
Oh, before Sasco you go Unisa.
Yeah, before Sasco ya Unisa
Yeah.
organization.
Okay.
Sasco ya Broto.
Okay.
I worked there.
And then you said this one was lying. Like,
No.
tell me you were in the same stream of student politics.
No, I was.
And I was like, hey, Roto. Let's have a little
No,
Roto.
I worked for Sasco before.
You worked for Sasco?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wabona. And then like ever go Sasco, bambata like 6,000. It was like a lot.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yo,
It was a lot.
And then I met this guy. Hey, that guy made me pregnant,
Our
bro.
robber.
Hey, yeah.
Which okay?
He's from Guyana.
Mara ke nnete ka bona vele gore ba they are gifted.
Not really.
No, besides
Oh, okay.
gifted, when I know they are fertile.
They are very fertile. Especially Makeli and all
Yeah.
these nice stuff.
Yeah.
But again,
So,
Guyana sort of
My child got 2011. I don't know 2010 there was a hype or 2010 and I was working all 6,000.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
6,000 I get a responsibility.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. I'm like, fuck. Dude, like I'm rich. And I had a child. I was at their junior admin. I went then check out the administration and all that. So then Kabalungwana in 2011.
Sure.
November.
Karikai.
It was the 13th of November.
Oh, okay. My
I got
daughter got
pregnant
27, yeah.
ka Valentine. Ne?
Oh, so boile ko yena ore ke nyaka gift ya Valentine. Yena go fa ngwana.
That guy are
o ile le yone ke yona gift ya ke
I don't know ke tlo kenya ganyane
Yeah.
yabo
Are ke kenya ga nyane.
ke tlo iketsa ganyane
a ke di jwa gona mo ganyane mo pele na
I don't when I got pregnant next when is pregnant I was 19. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to my period. I'm like, maybe it's God. So, but I started becoming lighter. Then my mom was like, dude, there's something wrong with you. So after I had a child, that's when I was like, life is real now. There's an additional person in my life. So I need to step up.
Sure.
Mama, no, you don't have to go look for another job. Please go to school. Because school is something that is going to change your life. Then I go UNISA. And I go UNISA, I'm like, can I get the technology thing? I'm going to be software engineer. Like, guys, I don't want that. Can I talk to you?
Sure.
And easily so. Singing to coding and all that. And this guy was like, there is informatics. It's business analyst. Because what exactly? It's not something like I'm looking for. So kinaka business ya.
No berekela mo. No berekela ma.
Depend ke berekela motho ra berekishana I'm in all those sides.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
So ke dirile go UNISA my qualification, ne? So ke fitla go UNISA ke dira qualification. There's politics. I'm a student. I am broke.
Kana re twa go SAS ko ya borotho.
Re twa go ya borotho now. Re ya go ya politics.
Yeah.
Hey, there's this guy called Zebediela. Tapelo is the one who introduced me to politics.
Okay.
It's like ngwana ga shu are wa tsena musho kwa ba koni are.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so ngopotsa eng o tsore the name ya ka ya mokoni ne a ke ya UJ ne ke se mokoni mara ke tloga UJ
wa ba mokoni ba musho kwa ba koni.
It was a brand name ebile ke rile ke fitla ka dira ntho re tsore ke ba koni society car everyone o tswang Limpopo
from
then until ka ba khosha ba koni ka university na bile ke lebitso o le go nyola go mpitsa gore ke nna ma
mokoni
lebitso la university.
So I was introduced in politics like that. My younger sister are. So I started participating in politics.
Younger sister ona graduate malo.
I know Tapelo.
Oh, ke na na re go ena younger sister.
Musho kwa ba bona re.
Yes.
Oh, ne ke ro bolela about you. Ne ke ro bolela ka your beautiful younger sister. She's beautiful by the way.
She's very beautiful and
No, you can't say that.
No, she's beautiful.
She is, but we are not allowed to say that.
Oh, okay.
As much as she's beautiful, we know she's
can't.
beautiful. We are not allowed
to say
it. Man,
Pomotrongo.
but when no, sorry, motrongo. Also working. I'm friends with the wife. I know.
I traffic court.
What traffic court? Problem ko na bantia state witness.
Oh.
I don't want to be the state witness. You know, in the morning when we were coming here, I had to be the state witness.
Yeah.
Because he said some things and then the friend, the wife was like, I understand clearly. So I had to interpret. Okay, he meant this and that. So when I don't want to go and interpret. Could go by interpreter of the court. Get like a state witness. Hey, when are you go SAS?
Well, I entered SASCO through UNISA and then Gaba, the secretary of the branch, the UNISA branch, Joburg.
Yeah.
So from being the secretary of the branch, I go UNISA.
Which year was it?
It was 2015.
That's long gone.
And then in 2016, I entered and be in SRC. That's UNISA, Student Representative Council.
Yes. Sure.
Then I got through SASCO. So politics have taught me a lot. I don't want to lie. Because politics taught me the negotiation skills. It taught me to actually be brave, come out of the box. That's politics. It taught me that in all that street education, you can't relax because you need to maneuver yourself and stuff like that.
Have they also taught you corruption?
Well,
This is a podcast. You've got a disclaimer. Don't worry. We're not sponsored by ANC. We're not sponsored by EFF. We're not sponsored by DA.
Yeah.
So feel free in politics. Whatever that went through, you can just take along, and then it's fine. We'll just. If you feel this is too much, just summarize. Don't mention the names.
Don't worry about that.
We don't want.
Anyway,
the flower image go get.
the reason I've left politics is that politics is a very tricky and dirty game, right? And it doesn't seek to actually develop a lot of people, because in politics there is just that one person that you will always sing their name.
Sure.
And I'm not saying only in SASCO and ANC, all the politics.
All student
it's politics in general, that there is a certain person that their name is going to be singed and all that. And
like
all
this
that.
other party with red regalia.
Exactly.
But
so now,
remember, that's what I told you. No, sorry, but on our last episode, remember you asked me, will we ever have maybe 2 or 3 parties? Just 2 or 3, because now we've got Mlira
of them.
Will we have at least just 2, 3 parties whereby we know we can concentrate on at least few parties that we have politically so in this country? And I told him it's impossible. We are 3, ne? Nalwe and Ali to form a party. Ne? We are DFC. You form a party. Ne? And then to keep President Darren. And then I'm not aligned with what he's preaching.
Yes.
And then he goes out there and say, this is what you want. And I don't want it. But we started together. Right? What will I do?
I
will leave you guys and preach what I like.
What's that? The sad part is what? Ne? All these political parties, these people are coming from the same political party.
Same pot.
So they are coming from the same parent. So the same thing that is happening in the same political party that they are bashing, they are going to do the same. There is no better, comrade. These people are coming. They have been cooked from the same pot. It's just because of the disagreement and anger they went and started their own things. But it's the same person, just in a different kind of badge or regalia or whatever. So politics is a very dirty game. Ne?
Did they teach you corruption?
She hasn't answered me.
Like
where you taught corruption.
When it comes to corruption, it's your decision to say, are you going to do a decision?
She's avoiding it.
Yeah, she's avoiding it.
She's where you no. This is about the teaching, not did you receive the teaching and continue with the teaching.
Did they teach you anything about corruption?
Did you get the education where you taught corruption?
I was educated on how to maneuver things.
She's still not answering it. Guys, if we want to keep corruption, we need to be honest. I was taught corruption.
Yeah. He was
in the South African Student Congress, in the ANC Youth League, even on the Young Communist Party, YCL, from YCL and ANC Youth League, SASCO, and Bukoni Society, I was taught corruption. It's up to me
to say, are you using it?
If I'm going to use the education that I was given on corruption
or not.
But I was taught corruption. That's why I wanted to answer.
But again, maneuvering things.
Maneuver you.
Well, I think that's how we call it.
No. Stop mushrooming and crocodiling. What we want. Listen, comrade. We want the parachute of issues to reveal on land.
Yeah.
From the sky.
Honestly
be honest.
Honestly speaking,
you're told. She's being honest.
If you are not corrupt, then you are not a good comrade.
She's still answering me. Say it on the camera. When you taught corruption,
I was.
Why are you?
I did corruption.
Just to be honest,
you did corruption.
Because I learned from corrupt people.
You learned from the best.
Yeah, I learned from the best. To say, if you are going to survive in politics, then you need to be corrupt.
You see, you know why I'm saying that? You know why I wanted you to answer that. You see the system that we have nationally, from National Council of Provinces, Parliament, and President. We are led by corruption.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, guys.
Yeah, no, you're not.
We are led by corruption. Hence, I'm saying, was she taught? You know why I'm saying that? We want to. Remember, I told you banana to a root. We want to root out this corruption thing.
But what's the only thing to take out the corruption is to do away with politics. The minute the country is still being ruled by political parties and political people, we are not going to do away with corruption. Reason being that
this lady is saying exactly what
these
what
people
I've been telling
feel
you.
like we owe them something. Because we're still dealing with the issue of exile and all that. Exile yona aifiti na. Because exile happened a long time ago. So people are in positions for their stomach politics. There is something we call stomach politics. Stomach politics, it's you filling your pocket first before you can actually come and do the groundwork.
If there will be groundwork that you're going to do.
But it won't get there, because by the time you get there, everything is finished.
Why did you leave politics?
I left politics because I wanted to make an impact, and I wanted to be the change that I wanted to see. I saw that politics, 5% of the comrades that I have led with, comrades that I've looked up into, they haven't made it in life. Because in politics, it's a certain percentage, and only 10% of the political people are going to make it. Right? So I wanted to make an impact, and honestly speaking, I want to be a multi-millionaire young person. I want to change the narrative and break the chain of poverty to show people that black child, it is actually possible.
From the school that Nalwena went to, from Tubaki, because now what I was taught there, by this other mathematics teacher specifically, what he taught us was Lena, because I let him met, you're going to be nothing in life
because I let him met. No, but I remember they graduated under the Bantu system in their graduation. Bantu system was about every course that will give you money has to do with maths and science and biology.
Yeah,
that's what they said. But if we did about the geography, the history, like this won't take you anywhere.
Yeah.
But trust me, if you did, for example, just English and history, you can be the president of this country. Because for you, ask if you go into an AGM or a BGM and then you speak history, they're like, you are going to be the chairperson of this branch.
You
just speak it. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to say, Tuki, you are handsome. Just speak history. Just know history. You can ask her. They'll be like, hey, there's content. They might come. This one, she's going to chair. That's what I did. When I got to the university, I read more. I had more education. Whenever there's a BGM, I stand up. But comrade, if you can remember on the Codesa, 1991, when whoever was addressing this issue, that the problem was arised within that commemorated.
You sound like a comrade right now.
There's this comrade Lamola on the next AGM. We are electing him. Just knowing his.
So whenever we do Mugoni Aga's speech, and we are battling against time.
Well, basically, that the very same teacher of maths that you battled with, I also battled with, and there is not much that I taught myself in my high school. It was just a high school that it was praised, and we unfortunately found ourselves in it. But the stereotyping of people who knows, I only found out after to say when a child is actually struggling, you need to give attention to them. So right now we were taught to say, this one's very they fail.
Refer attention, Baba Khona.
Refer attention, Baba Khona, which is very wrong.
Look, Berufu attention, Baba Khona, and Berufu attention, Banabama mistress, le Banabama nurse. Renu, Mane Abarekisha. Never saw attention. Mano Regisha,
police and nurse, teacher.
Doctor.
Fair doctor, there were a few.
So it was
nurse, the police.
Government, actually, you can say that. So we just come from families that they don't know, then
they'll pick up on their own.
They didn't give us attention. But there was one teacher who was very determined about me, Mener Mogotlan, who was teaching us English. Now I'm better sometimes. Better. I can see that there is actually something potential in you. But waraluga man, what's wrong with you?
Shout out to Mlira Makgophong, by the way. Yeah.
So he's the one who actually made me say, actually give a serious school and all that, because other teachers will be like, this one's Mashayla and all that. There was a point where I actually went to the school and I was like, I want to see that person. They were like, he's gone. I'm like, yo. Damn, why did he leave? Because he was always saying that you are going to be nothing in
like you
in
social
life
media
and all that.
Why
so? Because Menar Mogatani was the one. Menar Mogatani and Mener Kekan, they are the one who intervened. Like we don't like about what this guys are saying.
But from what I'm picking up from you guys, I'm not from Dubai again. But if you've got, like I told you, collateral of people that are negative and then you are positive, even if like about 20, at some point you are going to leave the going to leave the situation. You're going to leave the group, you're going to leave the school because they don't see the idealism that you guys have as teachers. It was only just this teacher and this teacher that we sing this. But majority of teachers were like, hey, in 1, 2, 3. That's why when we pressure is a staff room. Staff room. Every day, and I was like, I can't teach here. It gets speech are the majority of positive teachers that wants to see positiveness in children and learners.
How did the name come about?
The Mlira. The Mlira is actually
the Mlira.
Yeah, it's the Mlira. The Mlira. So the Mlira is actually my name. I didn't want to directly name the company after me, but it's actually named after me. So
indirectly name after me.
After you.
Yeah.
So M is the first letter of my surname, which is Makgophong. Then Lira is Lerato, obviously, Barbicha Bolira and all that. The day is just to bring that thing in the
vavavoom.
Yes.
Like the vavavoom in your drink.
Oh. You get me. Yeah. So that's how the name came about. And I always had a vision to say, you know what, everything that I'm going to touch, I'm going to name it after me. But because that's when I said, okay, the Mlira. And the Mlira is not only a company that serves in technology. We have actually 4 pillars of the Mlira. We have fashion and beauty, which it made this trial and all that, selling clothes. Some people know me, I'm selling clothes and all that on Facebook and Instagram. Yes, we are. The nice part now is that we want to come big in it.
What kind? Is it those ones that goes to staging?
No, it's not. It's not just designers.
It's not designers.
Just basic clothes. Yes, it's just basic clothes. So, but the main aim
also is why. I mean, when we see an opportunity, then we understand. Yeah. If I come to you and say I need this design, how long does it takes you for me to get the design?
Okay, the nice part is that I've brought in some young and upcoming designers that need opportunity. Then it will depend on the design that you want. Obviously, leshila or now what kind of leshila that you want and all that.
The fabric, yes.
The fabric, yes. So it depends on that. It's going to depend on the designer, because the main aim of the Mlira is to house the young designers. It's not mainly to say we are efficient, basic and all that. The goal that it's in the future is to say we want to house the young designers that are upcoming until they get to the industrial level of things where they can afford their own space.
Before. It's I've never experienced this thing, but it's hot, and then I think we should go and refresh. But before you refresh and go for an ad, it's the last ad. Before you go to the ad, I've got a wedding that I'm going to be directing in Rustenburg. I don't know these people. So in the ad break, while we go out and then Ching Chang, I'll speak to her. I want to promote her. Then I asked how long would it take. If they can have it for a week, I can go and promote for them. But we'll take it on the ad when we go for an ad. And then if she's willing, I'll promote and Rustenburg. I'm seeing very good associates.
And Rustenburg.
She will say, this is my design.
No,
I will just post and then
But
she'll
I
say
will
this
have to
is
be
my
there so
design.
that I can
Okay,
point.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Just for today.
All right, all right,
Welcome,
guys, we are
welcome
back. We are back.
We're back from the ad break.
The last ad break. Just a reminder, I think she should tell us where we are, what's happening here.
Yeah.
And, you know.
And the Mlira
Because yeah, then she'll continue. Why is she here? What's happening here? Because it feels like we are here, but people are not getting that sense of where we are. Understand?
And why
just explain where are we and then what's happening here, and you know.
In the last 5 minutes that we have.
Thank you so much, Mokoni, and we are back from the ad
break.
And
are we allowed to eat?
Yes, you can eat.
Okay, while you are.
While I'm still at it, we are back, guys, from the ad break. It is your girl Lerato Mahlaela, actually Imeya SZB, as I call myself, and others who calls me. So we are on Who's Popping the podcast.
It's what?
What's
popping?
What's popping? Morena Jeso, it's English.
We want you to pop.
What's popping the podcast? And I am with Tugela Lekhwati and Mukoni, as he calls himself. So welcome back, and as we were speaking about the Mlira, we are still on the topic, and I'm just going to unpack what the Mlira stands for and why did I start the company. So as I said that the Mlira has 4 pillars, I have quickly unpacked the fashion and beauty side of things, where I said that the main goal is to actually house the designers. When I said the designers, I mean that the designers come from the deep end of the villages, or one of those places that no one gives attention to, and I am going to give that attention because I come from one of those places. Wrapping that up, the main end goal is to build a digital mall, but that one is going to be a topic for another day.
Okay. Digital mall.
When I was a little vision now,
yeah, I gotta not just serious. Maybe I don't just serious. This guy doesn't take me serious. What's up?
Right. So yeah, technology it's an it thing, and technology is here. We are on 4th industrial revolution, working for 5th industrial revolution. The truth is, as a country, we are not ready. We don't have soldiers. We don't have the skills for 4th industrial revolution. So we are still stuck up in the second industrial revolution.
Even the first.
But we go to TV, we go to news, we speak in 4th industrial revolution. But what does it mean for the country to be on 4th industrial revolution? It means each and every corner of the country needs to be developed, needs to be technologically aligning. So at the moment, we are speaking the issues of network and infrastructure of a network. There is someone in the village who has a network, somewhere and all that. We cannot be in 4th industrial revolution. Makgophong, so and stuff like that. So you need to choose a network and all that. But however, the Mlira Technologies is the second pillar of the company.
Okay. The third pillar?
The third pillar is the Mlira Foundation. The Mlira Foundation, we are going to touch on it after the Mlira Technologies. The Mlira Foundation is mainly the development and the empowerment of black young people that needs to come into the space and see the future of the country. Because honestly, when we are saying that the future is in our hands, we don't mean these hands. We mean that we need to think out of the box. We need to drive the ship, right? Break the system, disagree with the system, and build the new system that is going to work for us.
Last one?
The last one, it's coming for another years. That one, it's big, it's bold, it's a game changing. Right.
She's going to write her own Bible, this one.
Actually, I'm thinking I should be a motivational speaker, because when I speak, people listen and I give good advices. Anyway. My boyfriend, guys, he is so cute. He loves me, he listens to me. He is actually the only person. Yes. So he's actually. Yeah, no, we are in Nazareth.
Taking care of us out there.
Yes.
They're on the Can I come camera again?
Guys are in Soweto.
Behind the scenes.
They're behind the scene.
All right.
Okay.
So guys, Liska Makala, we are in Nasrec. It's National Tourism Career Expo that is going to be happening for the next 3 days, organized by the Department of Tourism.
Our partners.
Yes, with the partners, NDP, which is National Development Plan 2030, the Ketsita, Gauteng Tourism, we do tourism. So don't be surprised when you hear noises and when you hear the disturbance. So we are there. Back to the Mlira Technologies. In the Mlira Technologies, we are for technology. We are for the future skills. We are actually an educational technology and a business solution company. It's English, I understand, but the English is going to be imagine. I am not coming from Bendo. I am coming from Makgophong. Reason being that. Hey, wena. Hey,
the idealism, the ideology that she has. I like that.
This clearly shows you. Know, this clearly tells
we are developing. Is it a district?
Capricorn. It's a Capricorn district.
Yeah,
it's a Capricorn district.
Yeah,
no, we are developing.
Yeah, no, we are. We have to develop. Reason being that I wanted to be a good example to say where you come from doesn't have to actually determine your destination.
Sure.
So you are the owner of your storybook. When you are telling the story, you are the one that has the pen and the paper. You are the author. So you need to tell your story in a way that you become a change that you want to see. I want to see a country that we no longer become consumers, but we are a country where we are innovators and implementers. So I said I am not going to sit down and blame government.
Okay.
As everyone does, that government doesn't give us jobs, government this, government that. I said, you know what? Let me actually prove to government that us as young people, we are capable and we are game changers.
We are capable of being governments ourselves.
Exactly. So the government will follow anyway, because the government still needs us.
Yes.
Right.
For the people, by the people.
Of course. So,
continue, my darling. Continue.
The Mlira Technologies, we are speaking the issues of artificial intelligence and robotics, where we teach the basic education, which we are hoping that the Department of Education will actually partner with us in the near future, after proving ourselves that our system actually could improve the learning and teaching of our children, especially in the public schools, where we have the underprivileged, unfortunate, and people coming from the different backgrounds. So when we're speaking the issues of artificial intelligence and robotics, we are saying that a child could actually possibly do a machine learning, coding, programming, and actually build a robot. So we are saying that STEM is the future. So if you don't know what STEM is, coding, it's mainly the programming languages. So coding is actually telling the technology or the machines or anything what to do. It's the back end of what is happening in the front end.
Okay.
What the end user used from the front, it was coded from the back end by someone else. So technology is not here to actually take our jobs, because technology is being driven by a human being.
I had a question there. Have you watched the movie I, Robot?
A couple of times.
You see, now, I love technology. It speed up things.
Yes.
We can have an artificial brains.
Yes.
We can have artificial lungs. We can have artificial heart.
Everything.
But
actually,
at some point, we'll have an artificial individual, which is a robot, like they say.
Web 3.0.
Web 3.0.
Yes.
Understand? 3.0 is, like I told you, like you said, you tell the mic what it must say, which it feels like your voice, and you just keep quiet.
Yes.
And it speaks like it's you, and on the video your mouth will be going up and down.
Yeah. So that one is some sort of it's artificial intelligence creating your avatar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we are.
So you can be there but not being there.
Exactly. So my question is, wouldn't be having, it's my question.
Yes.
Out of the ordinary, wouldn't be one of the good decades or century having robots, because they learn everything that we're doing. That's what we call algorithm. If I am sad, I go to social media watching sad videos. the whole social streams will give me sad videos to me. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
You check motivations. All algorithm of all social media platforms will give you motivations. So wouldn't we, it's just a mere honest question, wouldn't we in the near future have robots that might take over the humanity?
It won't.
I'm asking.
No, it won't. Let me answer that question.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am very sure of that because I'm in the space. Like I said, that the technology is being built by a human being. Actually, the more we use technology, the more jobs are being created, right? Because let me give you an example of a salesperson. Let's say we send a robot to sell. Right. A robot is going to sell 100 times more than a human being. It means what? The manufacturing then increases. The people that are producing a product, they will need to do what? To be as many as they can. So the robot is going to just automate certain features of jobs, but create more jobs in manufacturing and creation, the engineering part, the technology part, because there is no robot without a human being. A robot needs to be created by a person, because there is something we call machine learning when we speak in robotics.
Okay.
The robot works how you program it. If you are going to tell the robot that you need to go forward, come back, spin, that's what it's going to do. Let me give you an example about ChatGPT. ChatGPT, it's an artificial intelligent robot that a lot of people are using now for the information. But because of the ChatGPT, not the 4 one, the previous one, it was trained until 2021 September. It has the information until
2021.
Yes, September. So it shows you how then the technology works. The technology needs a human being, and you need to understand that one robot can be created by a lot of people, because someone needs to come with the engineering, someone needs to come with the analytics, someone needs to come with the machine learning, someone needs to come with something else, coding, someone needs to come with the building, someone needs to come with the training of it. So it will create jobs instead of replacing jobs. Well, there are some of the jobs that unfortunately they are going to be replaced and automated, but it says then that we need to look into future skills, like tech skills, when we are choosing careers, more than traditional skills. Because honestly, we cannot have like millions of teachers and lawyers. Unfortunately, the law part of things is going to be automated as we go. Now already we have an artificial intelligence that is writing contracts for us, that is advising us already.
These companies, they're like, don't worry, you just install this robot and then you pay us, it will go in and represent in court.
Yes.
You don't need a lawyer.
So there are certain but in law also, there are laws that are going to come in. Technology itself, it's going to open a huge space of law, because where there is technology, so where there is technology, there is going to be a human being, and one technology needs a lot of human being behind it.
Right.
So going back,
before you go back,
okay,
because we need to advise people.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to human resource? Once it's fully developed, what's going to happen to human resource?
Human resource.
I'll give example. Here's a company. It needs 100 people to do one thing.
Yeah.
But once you create that robot, it can replace those 100 people.
Yeah.
In just a day to do all that work.
Yeah.
So hence I'm saying what's going to happen to human resource.
Okay, let's just highlight on the human resource kind of things. Also, my company is on a business solution side. We're doing company automation. When we're doing company automation, we are automating the recruitment and the human resource side of things. We actually don't need a person to be recruiting and all that. We are going to create an AI robot that is going to do all the job. So human resource is no longer a future skill. If you are going to be in human resource, you will need then to actually have the tech skills that are going to operate the automation of the company.
So in a way, you are saying they must go and upgrade, know about
They
the
need,
4IR, know about
need
the AI,
to
know
go
about
and upgrade.
So
The human resource, the PR people, the creativeness, the graphic designs, they need to be aligned with technology and artificial intelligence. Because if they don't do so, then they are going to be replaced
they
by a
won't be
machine.
able to run by.
Exactly.
For
example, now we actually have AIs that I go to it and tell it that with text and tell it that, you know what, put in my picture. Put in my picture and tell it that I am Lerato Mahlela, I run the Mlira, blah 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 blah. Ne? Then it's going to create a video of myself as an avatar, and then I will be speaking whatever I've typed.
You remember that video that I've posted? It's just a picture. You put a picture there.
Yeah.
You give it text, and you tell it what to say.
Yes, and then it will say that.
Yeah.
So it's something that we need to adapt to change. For example, ne, wabana go re gola be go na le di shop go gae go na le di spaza shop and what they will, because why people didn't want to adapt to change. When change came, batho ba le bona ba nyakile go rana in a business the traditional way. So in the world that we are living in, the minute you don't want to adapt to change, or you don't want to move from one place to the next, you are not going to survive. We are speaking a lot of careers that are going to be in tatters when technology fully comes. Now South Africa, we are still underdeveloped.
Yes, half.
Right. But the minute we are fully developed, as the BRICS summit mentioned that we are moving into that direction, now there is future skills councils that are there, there is youth councils that are there is future skills and skills development working groups that were formed. It means that the country is going to be developed in that way. As much as not this, not that, not that, as long as you are not technologified and technology aligned in the next future, you are not going to be relevant. This is the truth. And it's not like we want to replace your job with technology. We are saying that come with us.
Yeah, move along with the evolution.
Yes, evolve.
I get button.
Exactly.
And I'm going to go to smartphone and touches like
yes.
Right now,
Nokia, it will
that's what I want to
look at Nokia, look at Kodak.
Yes.
Because of the digital world, they will. Because they said, right now we are big brands, no one is going to do anything to us.
No, yeah, but it's too late.
It's late for them. They cannot come back.
For Nokia, it's too late.
Way too late, even. Way too late.
They can't pick up. The gap is too way big. They need to come up with something
massive,
way than 4IR. Beyond they must go to aliens actually. They say aliens, give us the 2045 system that we'll be using in the next 25 years. That's the only way they can move.
Yeah. So it's such things. So okay, I've spoke about the artificial intelligence and robotics. We are also doing coding. Coding is actually starting a basic education learner from grade R to 12. Okay. The issues of them pushing them to the side of being the programmers, the hackers, the software engineers. So the main aim of the Mlira technologies is to actually change the mindset of a child from a public school to a private school to a VET registered school. To say, guys, as much as we are still here, we are moving that direction. Right. And I am doing this because I want to create a pool of innovators and implementers. I hate it when always that when we're speaking technology, when we're speaking nice things, when we're speaking big English, we reference other countries. I want to see South Africa in the next chapter that people reference South Africa to say, you see where South Africa is going. Because it's always that we reference China to say how China does this.
And under that reference, like I told you,
yes,
we need to see our kids from home.
Yes.
We need to see kids from Zebediela.
Yes.
That's why you said we need to promote where we come from. It doesn't help if we are going to come here, we promote logistic. We're not promoting anything.
Yeah, but as much as we want to promote things.
So on that note, please can we even if it's just for a minute or two, can we talk to our parents, their parents, those learners that are at home,
Yeah.
Because this thing goes national, goes international. Even their parents can watch this thing. Can you just please liaise with them that we are not we are not trying to steal your learners or your kids or whoever as a teacher, as a parent at home. The only ideology that you have is to give them 1, 2, 3, 4 so that they better their lives. So I need you to talk to those parents, ne?
Okay.
Just let them know that we're not here to sell their children. We're not here to make money with their children or kidnap them. What we want is to better themselves more than us.
We are.
We need to have a generation that do better than us.
You know.
So I need you to speak to those parents.
Yeah, it needs to start from the teachers, because what I've realized is that I did go to home, Zebediela, went around a few schools and they didn't seem interested. I don't know if they don't understand it.
Yeah. Please mention those schools. I want you to no. This one is serious, ne? Because I've also been in the same situation. If we're going to have a common denominator on one school, then we really need to go to.
What's about? Let me out of many other schools. Let me mention Tubake. When we got to Tubake High School, the principal was very rude. Busy, and I cannot go and buy chips on the table.
Ali busy by the chips.
And then no, you need to make an appointment. Firstly, we register from gate to trying to say this is what we have. No, I'm busy. You need to make an appointment. He was very rude. He didn't even want to hear. And I went to Tubake because it's the school that I went to. Every charity kids at home.
That's what I'm saying. How do you say to your kids? This is it's his kids. You are still my kids. Like, even if I had an appointment, when I would kill together, I need to cancel the appointment that I have. No, my kid is here.
Unfortunately, like the principal, it's some guy. I don't know his surname. Yeah, so he's very rude. So when we went there, he was very rude, and I didn't like it. Unfortunately, the kids that are in the school get the nice thing, because you need to understand that when something starts, can accommodate everyone. I mean, we have like 26,000 schools in the country.
And you passed all those schools from here where you are.
I said, let me begin at home.
Let me go home.
Yes.
And there is the service.
And then the reception was like, oh, the school that I can praise, Ramasodi, it's my primary school. Even though they seemed lost, but they accommodated us to, what is this? And then also Lijaji, the one that was opened by Mandela, the Amadisha Lulu. And then also Mapachakim Primary. The other one,
Barking.
The primary there is this principal the primary those were the schools that they welcomed us with both hands. It's those principal there is a bit of development also in their schools.
Sure.
But any other schools, Build Rift and what you could see that besides they didn't even show interest in what we are offering them. And it's not like we are doing ourselves a favor. Right now we are in Gauteng. There is business in Gauteng. We are a small company and we can make business in Gauteng.
And I get it baske ba tseba dilo ga ba fitla mo go tshwana lo ena dilo tse dintsi nna re tsebile mo
and we struggled to adapt to them. So the main aim is to say
reception.
I get marara di get the skills too.
So the main aim was to say I want to improve village public schools. And you must understand village public school. Firstly, you don't even have an infrastructure, but you don't want to listen to me. I come to you because I know I have a plan on how do we then bring the infrastructure. Exactly.
That's the number one problem we have.
No, that's the number one problem. But otherwise, the company is growing and the company it's moving. Beside them putting us on the side and all that, right now we are moving. As much as the company has a vision, even if it's not their kids, but what I can say is that the sad part is that the kids that are being deprived that are the kids that know nothing to say we were there. It will be fair that the kids are the ones that says we don't want this, not the principal. The principal comes from a different kind of system of an education,
and the very same principal as the very same principal to a private school
that has those things. That's the sad part.
No.
But then, guys, it's fine. There'll always be these burning topics. There'll always be these burning issues. We understand. So, but you don't have enough
Much
time
time.
to
To unpack.
to elude on all those things.
Oh, to elude.
Yeah. It's English. How did this guy come from birds?
My apologies. My
Will you,
apologies.
Jay?
I saw a need for Vista, Rand Afrikaans Universiteit, and West Technikon to be merged into a university.
One thing.
That's why I went there in 2005.
Yeah.
That's why I closed the street. That's why I still have scars of 3 rubber bullets on my back.
Yeah.
That's why they
Union
elected
building.
me to be the deputy chairperson of SASCO at University of Johannesburg, Hunting Road campus.
Yeah.
They
As the
saw
time goes.
this guy has got something that we can utilize.
Amen, Mukuni.
I don't want to go there, but as a line of march, as I said that, it's enough. We can't say all these things.
It's enough for today.
You can see everyone is left. So far,
Yeah, no,
security will be
everyone
coming
is
on
left.
us. But rather than that, I think for the next 2 minutes, me and you have always been on camera. Let's give the lady to wrap it up.
To wrap it up,
and then
sure.
once she's done, it's 30 seconds, me and you.
Yeah.
And then we are
Yeah.
done. Right. So we'll give it just
All right.
Over to you.
120 seconds to you.
All right, with my 120
20 seconds.
seconds. So, guys, that is the Mlira in short. You can just visit us on www.themlira.co.za. You'll see our work and everything that is happening there. But before we wrap up, I want to speak about the future that is in your hand. When we're speaking about that, we are saying that you need to show up for yourself. You don't really need... No one owes you anything. Let's not be that generation of saying that Mugoni will come and Mugoni will give me this, Mugoni will give me that. We all have dreams and everything is possible. You need to just continue knocking on the doors, right? As much as you are going to get a lot of rejection, as we get 90% of rejection, but we are not backing down and say, because I got a rejection, then it means that I'm down. No, you don't have to do that. Touching on the Mlira Foundation, the Mlira Foundation, it's actually formulated to empower people. When I am saying empower, I specifically means that people that comes from deep end villages, people that come from unfortunate background, people that comes from situations that they think that they are not destined for good things, they are going to be given opportunities. When I started the Mlira, it's because of through the opportunities that I went to. I was never being taken with a hand and say, Lerato, here's an opportunity, blah, blah, blah. I never had a rich dad. I don't have a rich parent. I don't come from a rich family. But because I stood up and knocked at each door, I want to share those opportunities with people using the Mlira Foundation. And when we are saying the Mlira Foundation, it is just going to be a non-profit wing of the Mlira that is going to assist people from the development of them. If you want to be developed, it's within yourself. You need to show up for yourself. It starts with you. There is no one who's going to say, here's something on a silver platter. We don't have that as black people. And we need to stop this thing of being comfortable with poverty and say, now we are sitting
before it's all ganyane ke nyaka go butša ntho nngwe fela le ge le re ke tlo ba off topic ganyane
as long as it's mojolo.
ai a se mojolo ke mojolo ganyane mare se ngwa gago o nagana nka bo indota must.
No, indota must, they need to stop it.
Okay, thank you.
Mugoni banana tree root seed. Refella mo le dikuila ke re tlogela banana, you've got the root.
Yeah. Na ke le stuka sa bo mokhaije ke le tshella bo nkgeledi ke re you can be whatever you like.
Exactly.
Until next time.
Until we meet again.
Guys. All the best.
Thank you so much. Sharp.